What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-fade on my boys, so stay tuned. We're gonna be starting off by creating our first guideline with our gold FX. The reason why you want to contour this guideline to their head shape is so that the fade could flow better. Make sure not to press too hard with your trimmers, because then you'll create a harsh line. Now that we're done balding them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You want to make sure this guideline is around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. Now that we're done setting in the guideline, we're going to slowly close the lever and attack that initial guideline. Always make sure to stretch the skin with your opposite hand or use your comb to lay down the hair. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we're going to move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're going to use this same guard and the lever to soften up the line and get ready for the half guard. Whenever you feel like the line is soft enough, you can move on to your half guard and erase the line completely. Make sure to use your corners and flick out as much as possible. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated, man. Thank you. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our two guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. We are near the parietal ridge, so you want to make sure you flick out as much as possible and leave some weight here, because we are trying to create a certain silhouette. Once we're done creating the guideline and softening up with our two guard, we can move on to our 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Always use your comb to lay the hair down and clean your canvas. Because if not, there's going to be hairs you mistaken as dark spots and you're going to lighten them up when they shouldn't be, so make sure your canvas is nice and clean. Sometimes after using the 1.5 guard, there's still a faint line, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners would definitely help. I'm detailing as much as possible with my previous guards before I use my clipper over comb. Now that we're done detailing, we can move on to our clipper over comb method. We're going to use our horizontal cuts and our vertical cuts to make sure the fade is nice and smooth and that it blends into the top. My horizontal cuts are to debulk and my vertical cuts are mainly to blend. Now I'm using my 3 guard all the way open to debulk some more, because I saw a little bit of a dark spot near the ridge, so I'm making sure I line it up and it connects to the fade. Now that we're done detailing, we can move on to the back side and start off with our no guard all the way open, creating our second guideline. Always make sure to close the lever midway and all the way closed and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We are right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you detail as much as possible here. We're also going to use this same guard and the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the half guard. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. This is right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure it connects and flows. Remember, you're using this same guard to soften up the line and get it ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that the line is soft enough, we're using our 1.5 guard to erase the line completely. Before we use our clipper over comb method, we're going to use our 3 guard all the way open to debulk a little bit. Here we're using our vertical and horizontal cuts to make sure that the fade connects to the bottom. Now that we're done with the back, we're moving on to his hairline, and before we line him up, we comb down his baby hairs and debulk them with the 1 guard all the way open. Now we're going to use our NST outliners to start off in the middle and work our way to the sides. You want to make sure not to press too hard and make sure that the hair is feeding into the teeth of the trimmer. We're making sure not to take the corners too deep and keep the vertical bars as natural as possible without sacrificing any crispiness. As you can see here, we're combing down all the baby hairs and we're making sure we manipulate the hair into laying down. His hair was being a little tough right here. We are going to go over with our clip roll comb and make sure we debulk right here. We're just making sure that the hair lays down. Now we're using our NST outliners to make it as crispy as possible. As you can see, we're making sure that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated, man. Thank you. Also, if you made it this far into the video, leave a comment down below of my subscriber count, and I'm 100% going to reply to you guys' comments. Now that we're done lining them up and doing our final touches, we can move on to our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we use our razor, we're going to lather up the skin with our Elegant Shave Gel, just so that the razor could glide better. When you're using your razor, you want to use your opposite hand to stretch the skin as much as possible and keep the razor at a 45-degree angle. This is going to lower the chance of you cutting somebody.